If you know pool, you know this shot. It's the Z shot, and it's pretty cool. But it's not just the shot that's cool, it's everything that led up to this shot. So let's go back to when Efren Reyes was playing Earl Strickland in the 1995 Sands Regency Open, which was very exciting because these were two of the world's best 9-ball players coming head-to-head in a race to 13. And to start out, Earl Strickland won the lag to get the break, but he broke dry, so Efren ran out and won the first match. And from here on out, it was a tight race between these two pool titans. It went back and forth, back and forth. It was neck and neck. Nobody could get a significant lead. And then Efren makes this shot on the 9-ball, which I'm totally not going to appreciate enough in this video. And that's because it's back to trading wins in this intense match. And then Earl Strickland goes, but that's exactly what he needed because he won the next 2 games to bring it to 12 games apiece, which brought them to this final game where whoever wins this game wins the match. Earl Strickland got to break and he broke dry again. And he didn't have a good shot on the 1, so he played safe, but it was a failed safety and Efren could see the 1 ball. So now Efren begins his run out. The biggest problem in this wreck is the 4-5-6, and now the 9 ball. But by making the 3 ball, Efren gets position on the 4 ball, where he makes the 4 and takes care of the 9 ball. But now he's faced with the dilemma, and you can see his face because he can't make the 5, and he's like, really? Really? So instead of making the 5, he does the smart thing, and he goes to play safe by sticking the cue ball behind the 6 and hitting the 5 ball up to the other side of the table. Except the 5 ball accidentally knocks in the 8 ball. So Efren has to keep shooting, and he's hooked behind the 6 ball, and Earl Strickland is really happy about this. Come on, Earl, tell us how you really feel. But don't celebrate too soon, Earl, because Efren is known for getting out of safeties, so even though he did safety himself, he might be able to get out of this. And under pressure, knowing that if he misses his ball, he might lose the entire match, Efren does this. Yeah, even Earl Strickland has to clap for that one, and I think that tells you everything you need to know about that shot. Now, unlike Efren, I safety myself like this all the time. So I needed to learn this Z shot so I could get myself out of all the bad positions that I leave myself in. So it's off to the pool hall to get just a little bit better. So on attempt 1, I think I need to aim close to the side pocket, and I also think I need to use side spin, and I hit it right into the 8 ball, and I scratch. I also realized that that shouldn't be the 8 ball, that should be the 7 ball, because I set up the balls incorrectly. Whoops. So on attempt 2, I try and rectify my mistake by putting the 8 ball in the corner pocket where it belongs, and I can't make that shot either. On attempt 3, I just use center ball, and I successfully get around the 8 ball. So at this point, I decide to make this shot, you don't use spin. So I didn't use spin on attempt 4 either, but I still hit the 8. Big brain Brody. On attempt 5, I think I have the 8 ball in the wrong spot. And I do, so I move it into another wrong spot. And it takes me 3 attempts of going really close to the 8 ball and going way wide of the 5 ball to figure that out. So after attempt 8, when I hit the 8 ball with the cue ball, I still think I have the 8 ball in the wrong spot, which I do. It's supposed to be in the pocket, you dummy. So on attempt 9, I move the 8 ball a little bit down table, and I hit the 5, and it goes towards the corner pocket. Because I got so close, I think I'm doing everything right, hitting it center ball, and attempt 10 only confirms that I'm doing the shot correctly. Missing on attempt 11 doesn't change my mind that I might be doing the shot incorrectly, nor does missing on attempts 12, 13, 14, or 15. I got close to making it once or twice, so I must be doing it right. One thing that I do find with shooting center ball is it's all speed control. If you hit it too hard, you'll go wide of the 5. If you hit it too soft, you'll come up short. You have to hit the ball with the perfect speed, and that's exactly what I do on attempts 16, 18, and 22. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. I missed on attempts 17, 19, 20, and 21 too. Now, even though I did get really close to making it on attempt 22, the 5 ball was moving really slow and couldn't quite make it there, and the cue ball was moving slow too. So for the next couple of shots, I thought I'd hit the ball a little bit harder so the 5 ball would have enough speed to make it to the pocket, but as I said earlier, hitting it harder makes the cue ball go wide of the 5 ball because it sharpens the kicking angle. On attempt 29, again, when I hit the 5 ball, it seems to be moving too slow. It's almost like I'm not doing the shot correctly. So on attempt 30, I changed my aim a little bit to aim as close to the side pocket as I possibly can, and instead of hitting it soft, I hit it hard so the angle gets sharpened and it gets close to hitting the 5 ball. However, even though I am hitting it harder and getting semi-close to the 5 ball, it's still such a touchy shot in order to get the speed just right to hit the 5 ball. And the closest that I got to making it with this strategy is on attempt 41 and 45, which both attempts show that I'm still not hitting it hard enough. So after attempt 45, I went back to the video where Efren made it to see what he was doing, because I didn't think he was relying on a shot that required such finesse in a Hill Championship. And what I found was that I was aiming in the wrong spot, because Efren was aiming here, and he made the ball and the cue ball was cooking. See, this is where Efren was aiming, this is where I have been aiming, and I've been going wide of the 5 ball and hitting it soft too much. So on attempt 46, I change up my aim and look at that, something different happened. Well, that's a win for me, so that's the end of this video. Just kidding, I'm gonna keep playing because I got a problem and I can't stop shooting pool. And even though side spin did me dirty before, I use it on attempt 48 because I am aiming in a different spot. And I'm moving the cue ball faster and I'm getting a lot closer to the 5 ball. And on attempt 50, I almost make the 5 ball, it just hits the corner of the pocket. The cue ball actually comes up table the same way it does in Efren's, except his is moving faster and it comes out farther. And after almost making it on attempt 50, I really feel like side spin is the key to this shot now, because I'm able to get the cue ball down table with enough speed for if it did hit the 5 ball, it would go in. It's just a matter of if I'm hitting the correct amount of side spin on the cue ball. And this side spin is a lot more consistent than using speed control to control the cue ball's path. Now, do I make it on attempt 58? No, I don't. But is it attempt 59? Also no. And then I hit the cue ball wide of the 5 ball 3 times in a row. Now on attempt 63, I still don't make it, so I don't like that, but I do like that using side spin seems to be a lot more consistent because I've almost made the 5 ball 3 times now. So now, I just gotta hit the cue ball with the right amount of spin, which is the incorrect on attempt 66. But on attempt 67, that's the right amount of spin. That's the Z shot. Pulled it off, or as some people would call, a sideways end shot. Those people are stupid. And it looks very similar to Efren's shot. He did hit the cue ball a little bit harder and he got closer to the 6, but in my shot, I still do have eyes on that 6 ball. So from here, I run out with a little bit of top on the 6, and then I draw back on the 8 for position on the 9 and draw back just a little bit too much. But I roll the 9 ball in with topspin, and I beat Earl Strickland in my mind. I completely disregard the 66 misses I had beforehand. And after making such an incredible shot, it's no surprise that Efren ended up running out himself, and he won the match. So, what did I learn? Well, first, I should probably learn a little bit more about pool. Second, I also learned that if you do need to do a full table length Z shot while playing pool, it's a lot easier to make that shot by using side spin as opposed to hitting a center ball shot and controlling your aim with speed control. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe, and thank you to AccuStats for putting this entire match online. And lastly, thank you to Surge Billiards for letting me film this shot in your awesome pool hall.